Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's my favorite time of the year, these type of wrap up best of videos. As you can see by the title, today we are talking about the best and worst makeup products to launch this year. There weren't many for obvious reasons, and there weren't even many that you could put in either category of being the best or the worst. A lot of them, majority of them, were just in the middle. They were just there. They were just things that came out. But I have some things that I tried this year, that I saw this year, that I can confidently say were some of the best and worst things. If you want to know what that is, then let's go. Let's start with the best things, and then we can end the video roasting a couple of these brands. So the first thing that I feel is one of the best things to launch this year was the Pat McGrath Mothership Mega Palette. It looks like this. Ooh, maybe not. When you open it, I had to cut the strings off because it was just annoying when you open this. But this is what it looks like on the inside. I tell y'all, I live for Pat McGrath shimmer shadows. They're just so nice on the eye. If you follow on Instagram and see like the application on the eye and stuff like that, listen. But even the mattes in this are nice. They blend together well. You see that you get more pans in this compared to her typical eyeshadow palette, and this is $78 compared to her typical eyeshadow palettes. Yes, the pans are smaller, but like you get everything that you need out of this palette, and it looks pretty similar to the other palettes that she has that retail for, like I think $125. So if you're just dipping your toe into the brand and don't want to drop that price on one of the other eyeshadow palettes, get this one and life will be superb. Okay. The second thing I don't have to show you because it's over there and I'm not getting up, but I'll have pictures inserted of all the things I'm talking about in this video. It is the Neonmua Midas collab palette. Listen, that'll also be in my yearly favorites video because I'm pretty sure I use that thing every day. If you guys did not know, the creator Neonmua collabed with Midas, who is a indie brand, and they came out with a contour bronzer face palette collection. Okay, they have 4 or 5 different face palettes within the collection that range from the lightest of shades to the deepest of shades, and there's all that in the middle as well. And it's this is an indie brand, it's a smaller creator, and they're doing what these bigger creators, bigger brands won't do at this point. Won't do. It's a choice at this point to not do it. And they were like, you won't do it? No problem, we will. So you know what? They can get all the coins, okay? It made me intrigued with what else Midas had to offer as a brand, and it's see, this is how you pull people in, by being that brand that's doing the thing. Okay, it is powder. It's powder, and I have oily skin, so that's great for me. I use the contour shade, the bronzer shade, and the blush shade. Again, a majority of the time that I do my makeup. The only thing I don't use is the highlighter shade, but not because the highlighter shade doesn't work for my skin tone, but because I just don't wear highlighter anymore. So if you have not seen it, if you didn't know about it, make sure you go ahead and check that out. The third thing, let me tell you something. Ms. Huda did what she had to do with this foundation stick, which I was actually a little skeptical about trying because for some reason her brand is very heavily scented. It's not even the candy smell that some products smell like. It's straight up flower, grandma's purse. And it's was this really necessary in every product that you come out with? I think this is, it smells like makeup to me. I don't smell that heavy fragrance smell that's in all her other products when I smell this, so maybe that's another reason why I like this. But I was skeptical to try, and then I did try, and I was like, okay. I mean, her stuff is good. It's just heavily scented. The first liquid foundation she had, I'm pretty sure the fragrance in that broke me out. So again, I was but I've been again using this ever since I tried it. It's what I have on in this video, and listen, it's what I'm gonna be wearing in 2021. Mind you, oily skin, usually foundation sticks don't like me. The only ones I've found to like are one that is a matte foundation stick from Black Radiance, and then another one from Mented Cosmetics. So I only have 3, including this one, foundation sticks that I'll actually wear confidently, that will wear well throughout the day. So okay, Miss Huda. Okay, so this brand launched this year, that is Rare Beauty, and I was pleasantly surprised when I tried out. I pretty much did like a full face of their stuff. Their foundation was nice, their concealer was nice, all that stuff. But for this video, what I am inserting is one of the best things to launch is their liquid blushes. Those my pigment, okay, blends nicely into the skin, makes you actually look like your skin is blushing whatever shade that you picked up in that thing. I think I have an orange one and a kind of like mauve, yes, let's say mauve shade from them. It looks great on the skin. Mind you, the whole brand is supposed to kind of be like a, you know, just like a you woke up like this, flawless type of feel, and just like easily blend into your skin, and it does do that. So this goes out to Rare Blushes. Again, I'm not getting that, so a picture will be inserted here. They've got a whole bunch of different shades I need to actually pick up. I have to go to Sephora soon for something else, but while I'm there, I might as well pick up some other shades. But yeah, that is the fourth thing that I think is one of the best things to launch this year. And an honorable mention for one of the best things to launch this year is this NARS Soft Matte Foundation. I will say this was the best foundation to launch this year for oily skin. I've tried all of their other foundations and they're nice, like the Skin Tint, all day natural something radiant, whatever, that was nice, but I have oily skin. So they're usually nice foundations that actually sheer glow I can wear on its own, and that one, that deserved to be, you know, part of the best launches of whatever year it came out in. But for the most part, I usually have to mix their foundations with something else because I have oily skin. I don't have to do that with this one, and I probably don't need the other foundations after getting this one because it is soft matte, so it still has a beautiful finish to it, but it's matte enough to keep me not oily throughout the day. So honorable mention goes out to this one. I just feel like my shades in this one throw me off. Now let's talk about some of the worst things to launch this year, and I feel like brands were low-key competing on who would be included in this category because this was the worst year for makeup, the most boring year for makeup launches. Now, we are living through a pandemic, so it's like you kind of have an excuse, but you kind of could have just kept that. I mean, I get it, like it costs money to like just scrap collections, but we're still getting, you know, spring launches in December, and it's like, you could have just not, but you did, so let's talk about it. The first thing I'm including in this category, listen, it was so bad I had to title the video Capitalism Got Me, because it did. Capitalism got me, okay? Because I bought it just because it was cute, and I got what I deserved for buying things just because, not because it's practical, not because any of that, but just because it was cute. If you guys saw the video, you already know. It was the Miss Piggy collection, which it's still, visually it's cute, right? But I bought it. If you guys saw the video, you know then like the Miss Piggy collection wasn't made for someone my skin tone because it was giving where? What? Because I couldn't see it on my face. I got the blush collection, whatever, and I think I got something else from them as well, but it was just no. The only thing I still use from that collection is the mirror from that, which is nice. I got a lot of questions about like the actual printing of it because people were wondering if it's a sticker, because if it was a sticker, it really would have been a moment of capitalism getting me, but no, actually, where is it? This is what the mirror looks like, and like, no, this is actually on the mirror, but yeah, this is the only thing from that collection that I used, but I can't use anything else. I could use some of the lip products, but well, the lip product, I think I got a lipstick, not both of them. That's the only thing that I want to use. I could use a lipstick, but and the blush palette, it wouldn't want to work for me, so it is what it is. And the eyeshadow palette, I believe, is only available in the UK. I don't know how like that works, but if it's anything like the blushes, like it wouldn't do anything for my skin tone. The next thing that was one of the worst things to launch this year that I did not buy because it was just goofy is the canceled collection that P. Louise came out with earlier this year. If you guys didn't see it, don't know about it, she came out with a collection, and the whole theme branding of it was cancel culture and being canceled and how toxic cancel culture is. Like, it had things like fake news printed across the packaging. And if you know why P. Louise was canceled, then you see the irony in coming out with a collection like that. Did a whole video about that. But yeah, just like I said, just goofy, one of those gimmicky type of things. Like, you're relying more on the shock value of the name, the theme, the packaging, the wording behind it than what the actual product is. And that's where a lot of brands go wrong, because it's like, you can't stand, 10 toes down on what your product actually is and how it's going to perform. So you upsell it with like, the packaging and being controversial and being, flashy with that, because once you open it, you're just kind of like, oh, that's okay. That's what it is. That's true. Like if you would just put it in a, you know, white packaging cardboard for an eyeshadow palette, people probably would have looked at it and said, oh, okay, I've seen that 50,000 other times. But you got people to talk about it when it was announced that it was coming out. I don't know if anyone continued talking about it after that, because I didn't see like anything. Yeah, there are always those things where it's like there's buzz when it comes out or when it's announced that it's coming out, and then you never see anyone review it. You never see anyone talk about it. If you've been here at least since the summertime, maybe spring, I don't remember when I uploaded this video, then I feel like you know what I think was the worst thing to launch in 2020. This was single-handedly the worst thing to launch in 2020. I'm gonna give y'all a minute to guess what it is. Go ahead, look at my face. Guess what I think was the worst thing to launch this year. Did you guess? Someone at Becca's headquarters decided that it would be a good idea to launch a foundation with no pigment. Yes, Becca launched the no pigment foundation earlier this year. You guys know my channel, well, one of the things on my channel is trying foundations, right? So it's like, I was probably gonna end up trying it anyway, but this whole like no pigment thing is the selling point. Again, you see what I was saying about the whole, you can't stand on what the actual product is, so you gotta add in these little gimmicky type things. So the no pigment is what had everyone curious, because like, what do you mean no pigment in a foundation? Like, isn't that the point of it being foundation? Because without the pigment, isn't it just a primer? So I bought it, and if you did not see the video, I will also link that for you to watch. But it had no pigment. It was true in it having no pigment, but I had to cut the video short because I was a greasy mess within like 4 hours, because I pretty much left for the day with just a primer on my face. I don't think I saw anyone try the no pigment foundation that, you know, liked it or wasn't confused by the results of it. And here we are in December, probably like 6 months later. Do you see anyone who bought it, who tried it, talking about the no pigment foundation? I feel like most people who tried it, like the average everyday makeup wearer, wasn't buying it. I feel like most of the people who bought it were people who, you know, like they post content online and they bought it so they could show people like how it works, because I haven't heard anything about it ever since. Becca, you come across this, you know you're wrong. You do, what? And I have an honorable mention for worst product launches this year, and that goes to all of the brands who launched some type of bronzer this year and posted pictures that didn't add up to what the product actually looked like when you got it in real life. NARS. If you missed that video, I bought a whole bunch of bronzers and swatched them and compared them to what they look like online versus what you get when you see them in person. The biggest offender was NARS. Okay, I heard they were supposed to come out with a different bronzer that was deeper. I don't know if they did. I didn't hear anything about it. There were some I didn't even bother buying because it was just going to make me mad. But the thing is, like, especially at a time like this where people can't go in store, they can't swatch stuff, like the pictures you post online have to be as accurate as they can get. But this is something that brands were doing like way before COVID and lockdowns and stuff like that, because they know they don't have the range that they're trying to sell you. So they show these pictures and it looks really deep in the pan online, and then you get it and you're like, this isn't what I bought. I mean, if you don't have the range, you could just say that then, but then you wouldn't make money, now would you? So that is it for this video. I didn't try much this year because, again, brands, they didn't really give me a reason to. So those are the things that I thought were some of the best and the worst things to launch, and a lot of the other stuff just falls in the middle of it. You were just there this year. But let me know in the comments down below what you thought were some of the best things to launch this year, what were some of the worst things to launch this year, whether you tried it and you feel that way, or just like looking at it, you're like you were doing too much but too little at the same time. Let me know all of that down below. Make sure to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn notification bells, all of that down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.